This is Michael Gerace with Michelangelo's Plumbing. It is January 8th, 2019. We're at 1427 Glenoaks Boulevard in Glendale, California. We're performing a video sewer inspection through the 4-inch cast iron cleanout in front of the Teapot Bakery and Cafe. So we're going to begin running through the cleanout. We're going to zero out our camera. And we're going to begin running out toward the city sewer. The sewer was stopped up a moment ago. We were able to get the line cleared. We ran a large cable with blades. Now we're going to run through. It may be... Now I'm stuck. Pause. Okay. Our camera had flipped back over on itself, and now we got it in the line and we're running down toward the city sewer now. There may be so much water running that we may not be able to see a whole lot, unfortunately, at this point in time, because we do have El Pollo Loco on this line, the bakery on this line, do have a pretty good belly in that line too. Looked like it was holding some water. Have a big dip in the line. When we pull back, we're going to double check that, probably at about 25-30 feet. Once we get back into heavy water, and we'll locate it and find out where we have that big belly. We had a stoppage, and we cleared the stoppage at probably about 100 to 120 feet out. So we're going to try and see if there's anything visible that we can see, root intrusion or anything in the line that may have caused the stoppage possibly. Now we're making a turn here. We made our turn, and I believe now we're heading out toward the street. We're going to stop for a moment, and we're going to locate real quick.
Llevamos 2 éxitos hechos. Bien perrón, amigo. Ya te digo.
We should be able to.
that's weird. Because we were just there to do a stoppage.
Yeah.
We were there on Friday.
Nice one, man. Thank you, bro. I'll take that. Also have no hot water in the women's restroom. I think there might be an issue with the small water heater that feeds it. That's another issue. Yeah, that's something different. I'm only worried about this. The sink that was all rebuilt is leaking. But I don't know if that means the faucet. Well, people say sink.
Yeah.
The sink's leaking. But it's not, it's a faucet. And also, we just got dinged by the health department because there was not a 3-inch air gap between the new pipe and the floor drain. Oh, just they dinged them recently. So that's something. Yeah, I'm trying to see. Call her and see what's going on. Because the health department goes back out.
3 inches.
Okay? Yeah, I know. Okay. Alright, we're gonna continue to run out. Quite a bit of water coming through. As I said, we've got quite a few businesses on this line. We're underwater again. We're on the far side of the parking lot. We just have an extreme amount of buildup in the cast iron. Now we transition, I believe. It looked like we may have transitioned to vitreous clay. We'll see here in a minute. It looks like we may have transitioned to vitreous clay. We're going to continue to run out. It looks like we may have increased to the 6-inch lateral. We have a shorter piece of pipe, and it does look like vitreous clay now. Making a drop. A long lateral going out into the street. We may be in the city sewer now. Very difficult to tell, and the street has a large amount of traffic, so it may be difficult to tell. Big old break. See?
Yeah. So this is that or something like that?
Huh? I don't know if you're going to be able to, but you can try. We have a large chunk out of the pipe right here. We're going to try and locate this if we can. Okay, the broken sewer line is actually in the city sewer. There is a very large piece of the sewer line that is broken and missing right here. And we located this pretty much in front of the driveway between El Pollo Loco and the Teapot Bakery and Cafe. And in that driveway, it would be right on Glenoaks Boulevard. I'm going to begin pulling back. Going to begin pulling back now, and we'll take a look at the rest of the line, and we're going to try and get back into where the drop is to the city sewer from this property. Then we'll see if we can see anything. We didn't see anything or recognize anything that would have caused a major stoppage to this building. And I believe we are in the city sewer now. I think we're coming up to coming up to the transition. Difficult to see, we have so much water. I believe that's the transition right there. That's coming back up to the building. So the broken section, that piece that's completely missing out of the sewer line, is in the city sewer. What is that? Looks like something right here, but I can't tell what this is. Look at this. See it? Maybe a little chunk of something?
Looks like it's separated.
Huh?
Looks like it's separated right there.
Yeah, it's broken there too.
Uh-huh.
It is
Looks
broken
like
there. Yeah, and that's the drop. That's the drop into the city.
Yep, that's where it's broken.
In the city, there's a piece about that big. It's just missing out of the sewer line. Okay, so we're going to pull back now, and then we do have this break right at the saddle area. You can see the piece of concrete where it's tied in. Right there where it's tied in.
You need helper?
We're hiring.
I'm going to continue pulling back. Unfortunately, as I had said before, we have so much water coming from this complex, especially at this time of day, that it's going to be very difficult to try and see. Making a turn here, coming back toward our clean out. We're out quite a ways. We are in vitreous clay now. Hard to tell exactly what we have. We may have had a root intrusion right here. It looks like we may have had a root intrusion. This looks like where the cast iron meets the vitreous clay, where the transition is. And toward the top, it looks like we may have had some root intrusion possibly. Again, it's difficult to really see because of the influx of water coming from the complex right now. But it did appear that we cleared stoppage at possibly somewhere around 100 feet to 110 feet. Now we're underwater. Again, it'll be difficult for us to see. This line would have to be examined, and it appears that it needs to be hydrojetted. This line has a very large amount of buildup in the cast iron. Come here, man. Look at this. See the top?
Oh yeah.
I can't tell what that is. It's all cast iron here.
Yeah, that's something that's stuck to it.
There's something stuck to the pipe.
Yeah, it's not broken right.
No, I don't think it's broken. Yeah. 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 Again, as I said, we have a large amount of buildup in the cast iron. Now we're making a turn and coming back. We're over toward the middle of the driveway area now. Didn't see any major breaks or anything in the cast iron or anything. We only saw that one major area at the city sewer saddle where it looked like it may be broken right there at the saddle. The rest of it all looked to be in fairly good condition. We do have a belly right here, and this is out about 22 feet. So it's by the gutter area, the concrete swale that's in the driveway area. Coming back toward the mainline cleanout, we've got a belly in here that's holding water for maybe 6-8 feet. Doesn't look to be major. I don't really expect that to cause any major stoppages. Now we're pulling back up and out of our cleanout. And that will conclude our video sewer inspection for the time being.